Give me a minute, everyone. I am putting on my pants. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get started. Good to see you, Cohagen, Ramil, and welcome, Deadly. Just a forewarning. I don't show images whenever I do my reactions because of copyright reasons. I literally have a strike on my channel just for having the logo in my thumbnail. So to take care not to incur such penalties again, I don't show images whatsoever. I mean, I never have, but just in case y'all are coming here, new people are coming here, expecting me to show those images, you must understand why. So, there are other places that you guys can see these images as well, but I will be reading from Tapas. So let's go ahead and get the formalities out of the way, shall we? Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here, and welcome to another reading of the special episodes of Solo Leveling. Last we left off, we saw Suho, the son of Sung Jin Woo and Cha Hae-in, just seeing him interact with the shadows and seeing some burglars try to break into the house. None of them ever left because Baru pretty much made sure that none of them left that lawn alive. I mean, the whole chapter just shows that also, Jin has become chief inspector. He's not the chief of the entire police station because that belongs to Woo, but Jin has pretty much taken a promotion that allows him to be the chief inspector. And then we have Jino wanting to propose to Jinna. There's a whole bunch of things that are happening, and the fact that Suho is growing into his power at such a baby stage, and like his teachers are concerned about him, wondering, like, is he being abused at home? Because of the pictures he's drawn, to the average person, it looks to be incredibly dark. But to those of us who know, Suho is just drawing pictures of his shadow friends from the world of eternal slumber, such as Beru, Igris, Belion, Tusk, all of them. He's friends with all of them. And even Beru, because we had like Baru pretty much is like, you guys know, Jin's biggest fanboy. So he pretty much had a monument, an entire ginormous statue built with Jin in mind. But after his interactions with Suho, he pretty much edited the statue so it has Jin holding his son in his arms. But Jin also realizes that with Suho already growing into the power of the Shadow Monarch, because he inherited it from his father, it could be a bit too much for him to handle, because it's a power that has the capacity to basically annihilate everything, destroy the world, consume all, if you will. So he basically erases Suho's memories of his time with the Shadow Soldiers and also seals his power until he's old enough and mature enough to learn how to harness it. And then later on during the chapter, we see a much older Suho attending school. So time to see what happens in special episode 14! High school is a jungle where the strong prey upon the weak. And it cuts to high school because Suho is in high school. So it's several years later. We're having a Dragon Ball Super time jump from the moment Frieza showed up and bodied both Goku and Vegeta, jumping to now where both Trunks and Goten are in middle school, high school, I think. So we're having another time jump like that, but with Suho. But we cut to the hallway, and we see multiple students in here. New classrooms, new classmates. You guys got in here too? Yeah, I crammed last minute for the entrance exam. Lee and Chul. Oh, Lee Yuan Chul, high school freshman. A single glance can determine many things in an instant. Huh? Jo Sung-hoo, you made it in here too? Yeah. Such as who's going to be your friend and who will be your underling. And it just has these two dudes staring at each other, sizing each other up. And then they just shake hands. Glad we're in the same class. Word on the street, he's a total bad boy. He doesn't look that impressive. Well, I guess he won't be too bad as a friend. Same here, man. Looks like the hierarchy has pretty much been set. The only problem is that punk over there. Oh, no, it's the same dude. It's the same dude going, looks like the hierarchy has pretty much been set. The only problem is that punk over there. And Lee looks at Suho. Oh, you poor man. This poor man has forfeited his life by setting the son of a god in his sights. Lord, have mercy upon his poor soul, so that he may pass on in peace, or in pieces. But he's looking straight at Suho, and then Suho just looks at him. And then he just looks at him like, you looking at me, guy? And then Lee gets out of his chair real fast and then just, tries to intimidate him by knocking his chair away real fast, going, what the heck? Was that a challenge? What's wrong? I just spotted a jerk. I think I just spotted a jerk. They have different words, but I don't use profanity, so therefore I will substitute. Hey, I think I just spotted a jerk. Hey, he and I used to go to the same school. I suggest you don't mess with him. And the same guy that this guy says, like, oh, this dude's like a total Chad. It wouldn't be too much if I made him a friend. This dude puts his hand on the shoulders, all like, Hey, he and I used to go to the same school. I suggest you don't mess with him. And the dude can barely get up out of his chair. And then Lee looks at him with anger in his eyes, going, Sung-ho, I will frickin' end you. And then it cuts to a whole new location. Because apparently Lee took his cronies and he beat up Sung-ho outside. You really don't live up to your reputation. And they really messed him up. His clothes are all dirty, beat him up. So who the heck is that bastard that makes you want to protect him so badly? He was the strongest guy in our middle school. Huh? I'm telling you, we don't stand a chance against him. The only reason I stepped in is because I was worried there'd be trouble. He stepped in because he was worried Lee was going to get hurt. Let that sink in for a moment. The only reason I stepped in is because I was worried there'd be trouble. And then it just shows Lee slapping over. It just shows Lee slapping Sung-ho. Hey, look here, dummy. You're a total freak, aren't you? You think this is funny? If you were that strong, I would have heard about him. And he just keeps smacking Sung-ho. And then, as he's smacking him, Suho walks up. I know that's Suho. He walks up and goes, hey, Sung-ho, let's say you did it again this time. Did it again this time? Are they in an agreement that if Sung-ho beats up, I'm already guessing, if he, strongest guy in the school, but Sung-ho gets the reputation and the brownie points, while Suho is the one who's dealing out the beatings. Hey, Sung-ho, let's say you did it again this time. Since he messed you up that badly, it should count as legitimate self-defense, right? And your boy Sung-ho is just walking like his dad. Is just walking with his hands in his pockets. The wind is kicking up right next to him. It's like an Agent Smith sees Neo after the events of the first Matrix movie. Like, before the events of the Burly Brawl. He's just walking up. Just walking up so casually. Since he messed you up that badly, it should count as legitimate self-defense, right? Right. What? Self-defense? And before Lee can even do anything, Suho lands a solid, powerful kick on the guy that's right behind Lee, before he can even raise his hand to slap Sung-ho again. The dude is just coughing up spit because he got hit that hard. And he's sent flying past the other guy. And then Suho proceeds to spin kick the other guy that was with Lee, and Lee is still there. He's kicking Lee's own guys around him while Lee is still... Okay, Lee is crouched on the ground, all right? Suho is kicking these dudes around Lee like he's kicking over Lee to hit his own guys. And Lee is just looking awestruck and he can't do anything. And then Lee tries to get up and throws a jab. And Suho sees this, legs still up. And then just using his Yo, is this Sanji? Is this Sanji? Because Suho's just using his legs. He's fighting with his hands in his pockets. I didn't know he was black. I didn't know he learned the black leg style. But he's just, Lee tries to punch him. But then Suho just kicks his hand away and slams it into the nearby wall and pins it there. And before Lee can do anything, we just see Suho kick Lee straight into the air. And every single person there, except for Sung-ho, is just unconscious because they got, ooh, Suho. Ooh, Suho. He just mopped the floor with everyone without even laying an actual hand on them. Well, I guess you're going to have to keep covering for me here.
Sure. Well, it's not a bad deal.
Wow, Jo Sung-ho took down all three of them on his own? Because it cuts to more students later on. No wonder. The moment I saw him, I knew he was a straight-up Chad. Apparently, he learned judo as a kid. He has a reputation in his neighborhood. Dang, maybe I should learn judo too. And then it cuts to Suho as he's preparing to leave from school. How boring. Life is so mundane. How should I put this? It's as if I once knew about a world that was more thrilling and awe-inspiring. He's getting older. He's starting to sense that he may have known something about his life beforehand. He's getting of that age. Maybe I should hit up a PC cafe. Huh? Why won't the door open? Because Suho's trying to leave. And then it cuts to people outside, but then there's like this haze that's over everything. It's like a weird haze. Like it's like a weird filter, as if something has happened outside. Oh, time froze! I knew that's what it was. It was like, it's almost as if time has stopped. But time did freeze. And he's looking outside and people are playing soccer, people are leaving, but everything is frozen in time. Time froze? How is this possible? And then a gate. A gate opens up. What the heck is that? What do I do? Mom always says I'm just like Dad. What would Dad do in a situation like this? And his heart is pounding, and then he picks up his backpack, and he looks, and the gate is still there. And then he walks through the gate. Oh, he's in the world of eternal slumber, isn't he? This looks like one of the halls. Yo, he's been summoned to the world of slumber. What is this place? And then the gate closes behind him. The portal disappeared. My only option is to walk straight down this passage. And then he starts walking, carrying one of the blue flame torches in his hands. Wow. And he's walking through, and it's in a whole long area that has tons of weapons. Is that armor or weapons? No, those are areas for weapons to be held. I don't know if he's in like an armory or something, but he's walking down the hallway, and then, he's walking, and then, wow, we haven't seen a stat screen since Jin destroyed the architect. We haven't seen a stat screen for items ever since that moment. But one pops up as Suho is right next to a sword. And then it dings in right next to him. Ah!
Ding. Item, lightning halberd. Level of difficulty, level 20. B-. A B- weapon. Type, axe. Attack, plus 160. Effect, grants lightning trait when mana is consumed.
And then we get more stats of more weapons. This dude is in another level up situation now. Okay. So we see the lightning halberd. Then we have
Item, sand centipede shell. Level of difficulty, level 15. C+. Type, shield. Physical damage reduction, plus 10%. Stamina, plus 3. Strength, plus 3. Item, Slayer's Claymore. Level of difficulty, level 25. B. Type, greatsword. Attack, 100 and plus 180.
What are all these pop-ups? It's almost like a real video game. I was just on my way to the PC cafe anyway. Am I supposed to choose my weapon first?
Item, Naga Tribe's Enhanced Trident. Level of difficulty, level 40. A-. Type, spear. Attack, plus 270. Item.
There's a lot of items here.
Item, Hammer of Wrath. Level of difficulty, level 5. D. Type, blunt weapon. Attack, plus 20. Item, Dwarf Blacksmith Hammer. Level of difficulty, level 60. A+. Type, blunt weapon. Attack, plus 400%. Plus 400.
There's a lot of items here. Don't worry, there's only 2 more.
Item, Tusk Staff of Avarice. Replica.
I'm sorry? See, part of my brain was having some reservations about what this is until it says Tusk Staff. Tusk Staff. You know, the one that he recently had made? Well, I wouldn't say recently, but the one he had made 2 chapters ago. I want to say 2 chapters ago, possibly 3.
Tusk Staff of Avarice. Replica. Level of difficulty, level 50. A. Type, magic item. Effect, impulse to destroy. Deals twice as much magic damage.
I like that item.
Item, Dragon of Dark Flames Iron Mace. Level of difficulty, level 90. S+. Type, blunt weapon. Attack, plus 400. Effect, Fang of Darkness. Activated upon attack.
There seems to be a limit to what you can choose based on your level, and after leveling up, you can progress to a higher rank. And then it shows more weapons. I'm not going to do that because it's going to take way too long. Demon King's Longsword. Replica. Igris's personal sword. Oh, let me just read the description. Effect, item, Demon King's Longsword Replica, level of difficulty, level 60, A+, type sword, attack plus 170, effect, Storm of White Flames, summon a storm of endless lightning within a certain area. By far, one of the greatest weapons I've ever seen in media. It's just so cool. A weapon that just shoots out lightning, endless lightning, whenever you swing. Love it. What's the deal with these weapons in the corner? Is this where they keep the lousy ones? Who would want to use a weapon that looks this lame? Item, Night Killer. Attacks used against armored units will inflict 25% additional damage. But he's looking at a dagger, and I'm like, you don't know your father's preferred weapon of choice, do you, Sonny? I don't think you do. But he's looking at a knife thinking it's lame. This side is all gauntlets. Yeah, he's in a massive armory. We see daggers, we see gauntlets, we see all manners of weapons. This looks fun. Swords are boring, so I think I'll play with these. And Suho is a pugilist. He's a pugilist. He's a user of fisticuffs. Yo, Jin uses daggers, but Suho is gonna use gauntlets. Suho, it will be the runner of hands. He's gonna be the runner of hands. Ah! Okay, I like this. I don't know why, but I'm getting pumped up. Type,
Attack type gauntlets. Level of difficulty, level 1. E. Type gloves. Attack +4. Stats. Name Sung Suho. Level 1. Job none. Fatigue 0. Title Young Monarch. Hit points 100 plus 3,300. Magic points 10 plus 1,600. Strength 10 plus 40. Health 10 plus 40. Agility 10 plus 40. Intelligence 10 plus 40. Sense 10 plus 40. Available ability points unavailable.
To be continued. Solo leveling begins once again! But from the perspective of Jin's son. Oh, this is such a good chapter! This is such a good chapter! Yes! Yes! Oh, I love this! So let me see all the comments. Let me just see what you guys said. Jin become a dirty cop. He can't possibly afford that villa. You can if you really good at your job. The power of the Shadow Monarch pretty much runs in the bloodline now. Pretty much. I'm not protecting him. I'm protecting us. That's exactly what it is, Ramil. Luffy will have a word with Lil Jin because he borrowed Sanji. Jin said, Zawardo! I wonder if this is Jin's doing and he's all like, it's time you know about your father's family business and who your father actually is. So I'm going to train you to It begins once again. I'm hyped. I'm hyped too, Avir. Good to see you. But so not only did we kind of suddenly get told that Suho in his former schools pretty much beat up everyone to the point where he was the strongest person in their entire school, but he knew another person there that pretty much he was, friends with. So that whenever Suho beat up someone, that guy got all the brownie points and reputations for it. And the new dude that we just showed up, we just got introduced to this Li Yuan Chul guy. And he just got bodied in the same chapter. Never to be seen again. He's been banished to the Shadow Realms. It got dark outside. What was that? But we see Suho. This man is strong. And should we expect any different from the son of Sung Jin Woo? I don't think we should. But it's gotten to a point where all of time stops. And now Suho is in a world. I honestly feel like the world of Slumber, where Suho is going into an armory where there's multiple weapons in there, including replicas of weapons that belongs to individuals that we already know and love. And he's got like a stat screen. I don't think this dude needs to go to any more PC cafes. You can't get any greater than being able to go into a new dimension that is functionally an entire video game. I don't think this... Okay, he just said before he went into the portal, life is so mundane. He just said that, and now life is about to get very exciting for him. Because imagine, if this is Jin pulling all the strings, or if it's the Shadows pulling all the strings, everything that they can do to make his time there varied and entertaining. Because it's an pretty much infinite world that can stretch on forever. And anything can be made in it. So my thing is, with solo leveling, this is the Boruto. This is the Boruto section of the story. Only difference is, a lot of people like these characters more than the characters from Boruto. I'm just saying. But this is the next generation of solo leveling. But it's coming from Jin's son. And the thing that I like about this is he's not taking on the same type. He's not doing the same thing that his father did. Instead of taking daggers and bladed weapons, he's just going, yeah, I'm just gonna use my fists to beat up everyone. We've seen just how skillful Jin is when it comes to using bladed weapons, specifically daggers. Those are his favorites. And we've already seen just how dangerous he is with just his bare fists. But he prefers daggers. He prefers daggers. But now we got Jin's son, who wants to use gauntlets. So can you imagine just how strong he's going to be? Like, Jin put a lot of his stats into agility and sense intelligence, and he kind of evened out. But agility was one of his skills that he pretty much put a whole bunch of points into. What if his son puts a bunch of his points into just straight strength? I'm just saying. I'm just spitballing here. I'm just throwing out ideas. Overall, this was a great chapter. I'm glad we got to see more of Suho, but Suho's life of mundaneness is pretty much gone as of right now. The very day he thought this life is mundane, yeah, that's over. That's over. That's over. Yo, this boy has no idea what he's about to get into. This whole brand new world that he has no idea about. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. The fact that we got to be continued. Yes! To be continued! I can't wait to read it. All I can say is, I'm gonna draw to a close here for everybody. All I can say to everyone here is, I love solo leveling. I'm glad I met so many of you by reading this story. And the support you guys have shown me over this channel because of solo leveling. Even if you're just here for solo leveling specifically, thank you. You guys bless me. I just want you guys to know that you are a blessing to me just because you enjoy what I do, even if it's just solo leveling. I thank every single one of you. Thank you, Ramil. Thank you, Abir. Thank you, Kohagen. Thank you, everybody. Kitty, sorry, yeah, you kind of missed it a little bit, but I thank you as well. Thank you, everybody, for all that you do for me. So, to close this out, all I can say at the end of the day is, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video, because we're going to be playing Jedi Fallen Order later today, leading up to the release of Jedi Survivor. So that's going to be an interesting stream today. But hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel, and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe, share this stream with everyone you know, because the more the merrier. And maybe even consider becoming a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, this chapter got me hyped up. I'm happy. Later, peoples!